My camera sucks. My face cam recently, uh, the plastic that holds the hinge in place on one side broke off. And because of that, now every time I open it up, it comes loose. And I have to go through a like 5-minute process of trying to figure out how it works to put it back in place. I do manage to get it back in place, but I do not manage to figure out how it works. And that's frustrating. Right now I set my, it's hooked onto my monitor. That's how it's set up to, that's what it's set up to do. And in trying to push it back into place, I actually pushed my monitor adjust down. So now my monitor is lower than it usually is. And I'm just going to kind of keep it like that for the time being. I'm going to raise it once I'm done recording this crap. But it's going to be low for the time being. Just for now. For this video. So I didn't get that thing done today. I stayed up very late last night, and both recording and waiting for the recording to upload, and doing a couple other things, I guess. And so I slept through most of the day. But because we had plans for my dad's birthday, I didn't really get a lot of time to do anything today. I had time to get up, to eat, and get ready to leave for that thing. My dad's birthday. We had pizza for my dad's birthday dinner. He likes the Chicago style deep dish, and I do too. But the place that made it was pretty far away, so we had to leave early. And we were out for the rest of the day, and we came back. It was already pretty late, and I spent the time we were back updating games and game drivers and stuff like that. So yeah, no, I didn't really have a lot of time to do stuff today, and so I didn't. Tomorrow I have a day shift, but a late in the morning day shift. So even once this video is uploaded, I'll still have a little time to do something, just to kind of get in my daily satisfaction. But I figured I'd start in this video earlier, so, and that's still a maybe. I may or may not do that thing. But as of right now, the answer is no, I did not do that thing today. I blame myself less for it today because I didn't really have time. But that's the case. Tomorrow, I'm undecided. I've been wanting to get into reading more lately. I have a few books stacked up over here. This one is Game of Thrones. This is the first novel in the Game of Thrones series, and I started it. I was 59 pages in. That was months ago. Like, I remember most of the content from what I read, but I think I should read it again. I think I should restart if I'm to read this. Plus, there's a little short story, the Stormlight Archive universe, called Dawnshard, and it's something I should have read before reading the latest book, but I didn't. So it is what it is. But I've been wanting to read that because apparently it has some answers about some other story elements that were introduced a ways back. So yeah, I should read that. But I've been wanting to get back into reading books lately, and I've been wanting to continue writing my story lately too. I want to finish that short story and publish it, and then get back to my main story. In fact, I want to instill a quota for myself of writing. I want to get at least one chapter or one short story done a month. Though my short stories can be several chapters in length, to spread my any chapter or short story writing over more than a month is going to change my writing style, just like as I progress more and more, because it's just like, every little tidbit later I get, my mind for it changes piece by piece, and so might end up being longer or shorter or more different than I originally intended. And it's always going to be different than I originally intended. My outline, some things I add, well, a lot of things I add that weren't in my outlines, and some things I skip that were in my outlines. So, that's a bit of a unsteady track. But yeah. I want to write more. I want to finish that one short story so I can publish it. Because I think I've been working in it for like the better part of a year now. On and off, of course, which is a little sad. I think I started it in like September of last year. That's not a lot of good progress. It may have been something that was contributing my word count for like NaNoWriMo Month too, which means that I still haven't completed the said goal for NaNoWriMo Month, which would be 50,000 words. If I spent like 1 hour, 2 hours writing a day, I could probably manage it pretty easily, but I haven't been. I want to know what that's like. Also, I've really wanted to just I've been feeling the urge to just kind of finish learning like anatomy so I can draw it decently to my satisfaction. And like there was like a week or 2 weeks or some short manner of time where that was a hyperfixation of mine, was learning anatomy, and I got decent at drawing like legs, but not great, but decent, like, such that I can be somewhat satisfied with a drawing for that matter. But I still have a lot of work to go on, like torso, arms, head, hair, hands, that sort of thing. So I feel like if I give myself like, a week, maybe 2 weeks of absolute dedication in my off time, I could manage extreme progress. But I haven't really been doing that. But I've been wanting to. I've been thinking about it. Just spending a week of dedication on something. Practice. And, copying, stuff like that. Just good learning practices. And I might try to implement something like that soon. But I don't. I'm feeling too loose, too unfocused. Like I got too many projects that require my attention, and I'm struggling to decide which one to do at any given point. Writing is, of course, fresh on my head, but designing the mask for the Stolas cosplay has been looming in my consciousness, pressure in the center of my thoughts, even if writing has been on the forefront. Then clouding it all, the distractions, Minecraft, watching random videos, streaming stuff like that. So I need to work on focus, for sure. I'll find a way to trick myself into doing that. But that's all I have to discuss about today and tomorrow and the lately. Now I'm going to pick up my camera and show you my dog and hope that my camera doesn't try to fall apart again. Alright, they're saying because I slept so long and because we were gone for much of the day, he has been trapped to his cage for a while today, and he was showing it and having a lot of energy when we got back home. I'm going to take him out one more time. We've already taken him out a few times since we got back, but I'm going to take him one more time while this video is uploading, and I'm getting ready for bed. He's restful, and he knows what time it is, even if he hasn't gotten a lot of exercise. An outie about itness today. He hasn't run off his energy, which will no doubt show tomorrow. And if I get to bed soon enough, then I may be able to get him out extra before I have to go to work. So who knows? But that's everything. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with me your comments in the comment section below. Share me with your friends, family, associates, etc. Anyone you know you think might be interested in my content. Please help me expand my channel. That would be absolutely perfect. I would appreciate it. But that's my intro. Intro. Be a long ass intro. That's my outro. So, good night.